Oh snap, what's going on YouTube? I know it's been a while since the last time I see a video. It's probably been like a week or two, but realistically, if you think about it, if I think about it, it's been a good month or so since I've actually came out and recorded a video. Not to say that I haven't played yet in a month or so, but definitely gotten a video out. There's not too much that has changed. I got a brand new hat. Shout out Mythic Disc Golf. Don't know if I'm still sponsored, but hey, I don't think I'm gonna put the effort out to, you know, make posts towards Mythic Disc Golf anymore, because we are coming down to like the end of the season, or the end of the year actually, because this is December. But yeah, I mean, need to come out here, get a video done, and was thinking about playing a little doubles tournament that I was running earlier today, which was a Toys for Tots that one of the clubs were doing here. But then I said, you know, shout out to everybody that's doing that little Toys for Tots tournament. Hopefully there's a lot of people that showed up to that, so it could help out, you know, the children that need it most at this point in time. So not all the way a bad guy, but I just didn't. No, I'm not making any excuses. I just didn't want to play, honestly, and I didn't want to go do extra stuff for charity. Now I'm starting to sound like a bad guy. Either way, we're here at Mackenzie Park, about to play the short to long course. Yeah, let's just get into it, man. Alrighty, so one of the bigger things that I came out here to kind of do is honestly just shoot well. I mean, I have no other goals out here besides shooting well. A lot of the times I come out here, but I mean, today's just such a beautiful day. I'm probably gonna get at least like 2, maybe 3 rounds in today. Did wake up pretty early. We're on like a new little journey that I like to call, you know, just whatever happens, happens, you feel me? Because, I mean, just the other day, I don't know if y'all have known, but I just quit nicotine for like the last like 2, maybe 3 days, and I'm just gonna see how long I could go without it. I mean, eventually I'll just forget about it, you know, it will be like a back of the mind thing that I've never, you know, done, but that was a big part of my life for about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. But now that we're kind of getting off of it, I feel myself getting into a better routine. So you never know, it could translate into disc golf. We never know. We're about to find out today as of right now. But yeah, getting 2 off the front tee right now. Gonna go with the Destroyer and then go with the Conqueror right after. I mean, that's gonna be out there, it's just not gonna be very good. I also gotta remember that while I'm throwing, I need to make sure I talk to y'all through the shot, because a lot of times that's just dead airspace. That's just whenever the disc is flying and stuff. But if I could get to talking, we'll be better. That's probably a little bit better. It's a little bit higher, and it's also gonna get a nice little skip off left. So I would say that was a better shot, but that Destroyer was the first, you know, throw of the day. And then also another thing is I kind of want this to be kind of like a vlog type of thing, so there's not going to be like no real like premise into what I'm talking about today. So it's going to get a little random, and the only kind of substance that's in my body as of right now that is just flowing through the veins is just caffeine and some sugar. So those are 2 very uppity kinds of substances to actually have in your body right now. So we're gonna see where the mind takes us today. Oh boy. Alrighty, so we ended up hitting this tree. I think, yeah, we hit the tree with the Destroyer, kind of dropped it down maybe. I think we might have hit that back tree as well. I'm not too sure. But the Conqueror ended up a little bit shorter than the Destroyer. They're pretty much in the exact same area, but we are looking at an eagle bid right here. So still putting with the PA2s, or the PA3s. Nah, that was just on too much hyzer. If that was flat, it would have faded right into the basket. There's one thing I learned, if anything, throughout my whole like career playing disc golf. If you have a bid for eagle, give it the safest bid. Don't try full forcing it right at the basket, because you could easily turn what could have been a birdie into an easy bogey. So just take it, you know, we're barely starting out the round. Gotta take it, you know, little baby steps from right now, and then once we start hitting our stride, that's whenever we can start running. Somebody wrote down the long and short pins right here. I guess somebody probably shot it with the rangefinder. All right, hole 2, long is only 300 feet. Right there down the gap. I have brought out some other discs, or 2 other discs that I used to throw quite a bit, which are the Lunas. I mean, we got like a slight little right to left wind, but pretty much this is like a perfect day. We pretty much got no wind, but yeah. I just brought these out here today because I just wanted to see how they're gonna do on some of these shorter holes. And I'm gonna be playing the actual short to long layout, except for hole 5 because I don't like throwing over water. So that'll probably be the only one that is changed. But yeah, going with the Lunas. Let's see which one flies better. I'm thinking about putting these back inside the bag as well. Well, if that doesn't justify putting the Luna back in the bag, I don't know what does. We almost threw that bad boy in. And the worst part about not talking throughout the whole throw or the flight is that I'm just so mesmerized, especially by a throw like that. It's just not hard not to look at. Hole number 3, par 5, about 900 feet, I think. Yeah, 930 feet. And somebody or some people left some drinks on the little chair right where y'all are pretty much next to, and I was thinking about drinking it just for the bit, but I don't think that's a wise decision because I'm not looking for clicks at this point in my career. But once it gets to that point, best believe I'm about to be doing anything for the vine. But same thing right here, going max distance, either Destroyer or Emperor. Got a nice little tailwind, but we need to go pretty big off the first throw. So I think the Destroyer is it. And I like this one because it has a little bit of dome. And typically Champion Destroyers are a little bit more on the overstable side, but this one has a nice little flip to it and it goes pretty far. So been liking it so far. Simple little hyzer. Didn't want to do too much right there. We could have put a little bit of flex on it. I don't think it needed it. The Emperor does though. No, I keep on calling it the Emperor, the Conqueror. Alright, there's 2 different routes I could go right here. We could try and send it. I haven't warmed up the forehand yet, so I don't know if sending it's the best thing right now, but I think what I'm gonna do is try to get this on a little bit of turn. I think it's 495 towards the basket. But if I get some help off the street, we could possibly get up there. That would be for an eagle, but like I said for my first hole, I'm still warming up, so I think maybe a layup and then another layup and take our easy bird on this par 5, probably the ideal play. But I'm gonna get this disc moving on some hyzer. If it flips up, it has a chance of getting over, but if it just stays on hyzer, it's just a layup. That was probably the safest forehand I could possibly throw. Getting a little bit aggressive will be, you know, throwing it high and hyzer. I just don't think we have the power for that. Alrighty, so don't know what I was doing. I just did a whole long intro to this shot going up there. The basket's right over there, and I threw 2 shots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk y'all up over there just to show y'all that, you know, we already threw them shots. But just to point out, I'm missing 2 discs out of the bag, which one is the Jawbreaker Zone and the other is a Luna. And I threw the Jawbreaker Zone first, easy little chip forehand up there, and then I threw the Luna as like a backup shot, which I think the Luna might be a better spot. But I mean, we're not doing 2, whoa, let me zoom out real quick, but we're not, you know, taking second shots. So I think for the Jawbreaker Zone, we're gonna be pinched up along the wall next to the basket. Just gotta make the putt. This will be for birdie. I don't know how I forgot even to press record. I feel like I haven't had that problem too much with this camera. Normally it's with all the other cameras. Ah, easy little bird. The Luna's like right behind y'all, but yeah, this is a nice little upshot. Cannot lie. Kind of controlled the distance a little bit. Something I've been struggling with, but we've been trying to get better at. A little touch forehand shots. Oh, I'm on the wrong tee pad. Since I already got y'all, well, let me zoom out real quick. I didn't realize, I don't know what it was. I just completely forgot I was playing the short to long layout. But not too bad of a start through 3. Coming up to some pretty tough par 3s, if I should say myself. But yeah, everything's coming into, you know, holiday season. I got up this morning and was like, I got up really early as well. Alrighty, now that we got it focused, but like I was saying, got up early this morning, went to go run some errands. I actually needed a new SD card because I keep on forgetting my other one. But something I was looking at and was like kind of contemplating was getting a new camera, but not like getting one right now, but you know, saving up to get a better one. But what I was gonna do, a big old plan was, or what I was planning on doing was selling this camera, recording and getting some stuff done on the phone for, I don't know, like 3, maybe 4 weeks, and then, you know, getting a brand new camera. But I think what I'm gonna do is just save this camera and save up and get a brand new camera, maybe either in late January or early February. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes, and then hopefully by that time, you know, this would have served its purpose. But yeah, I was running some errands, had to go get a new SD card. So we got 512 gigabytes running right now in the SD card that we just got. So gonna be getting a lot of footage done. And the best thing about that too is that, I mean, I just completely wiped off everything in my internal storage at the crib, you know what I'm saying, with our computer. But just having the SD card with 512 gigabytes of, you know, storage, I could keep like 2, maybe 3 videos on there, full rounds, and I won't have to worry about, you know, constantly uploading and, you know, doing all that stuff, going from course to course. So, I mean, if I wanted to, I could go get something to eat right after this round and then come back to another round and record another video. So that's gonna be dope. But let's get back to the issue at hand. Not doing too bad right now. We got this hole 4, par 3, 426 feet. We're gonna see if we can get all the way down there. It's gonna be one heck of a throw, but we don't got too much crazy wind, so I mean, let's just see if we get down there. 426 feet is like a crazy distance for the forehand as of right now. I think we put this on like a good angle. We should be able to get down there. I think the conker is probably the disc. That is sure will have too much movement. We're gonna wait for this police car to drive by. I don't want to be hitting no police cars. If he just stays right there, I think we'll be all right. I needed that to stay up just a little bit longer. I don't know, I'm just not figuring it out right now with the forehand. I like the nice little upshots I do with it. It's just trying to put power into it is not really going as well for me right now. And I also think with the forehand, one of my biggest obstacles is just learning the footwork. Cause I mean, if I go, you know, the behind the step thing, the behind the foot, like X step, I feel like I could have more room to reach back and then twist the body and then come through. But the only problem is like coming through, I'm not too sure about it. But I feel more comfortable walking, you know, straight ahead. My foot going on the inside of my other foot and then bringing my other foot around. I feel more comfortable because I could, you know, go push through it a lot easier. So I need to find a way to get this and then get this. So I'm either thinking about just doing it where I, you know, put one foot next to the other and then doing it, but that's just things that we got to figure out during practice. For right now, I just need to rely on what I know and what I could kind of control right now. And right now we need a nice little upshot. I was way too nose up. That's gonna be our first tester putt we've had all day. Alright, so this is gonna answer the question of how's the putt really feeling. So like I said, this is our first tester putt all day, so however this goes, we're gonna have to adjust off of that to go into the later part of the video. Oh, the putter is just feeling amazing. Alright, now we're on hole 5. I know I was saying that I was going to play the long to short basket, but I just need to stop being scared of this water. Aesthetically, I like this shot, but the only problem is I love my disc too much, and I haven't really been playing too well, so I haven't been trusting this over the water shot. But for some reason, I feel a little bit better today. It's just about what disc is going to go inside the basket right here. Well, how far is it, first of all? It's only 245 feet. I'm wondering if maybe one of my Lunas could get there. I got all these mid-ranges for no reason. Also, another thing is that we got the Jokery X right here. I don't know if we should throw it right here. I know I need something a little bit more stable because of the like right to left headwind. I just don't know if the Luna, we'll throw the Luna second, but I think once I get like a disc retriever, I'll feel more comfortable throwing over this water, especially now that the reeds and everything are gone. It's winter time, so this is gonna look a lot more better. Yeah, that felt super good. I don't know why I don't throw that every time right here. That was just too easy. I'm gonna go right at it with the Luna right here. Okay, didn't go right at it. Fan gripped it, pulled it a little bit too right. Terrible, terrible shot. All right, now we got hole 6 right here. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I got this Firebird that I lost a while ago. Shout out to Nick Perez for, you know, finding it or handing it to me. He's the one that actually gave it back to me. So shout out to you, my guy. And then we also got this other Champ Firebird, but this one's a little bit straighter, so I think we're gonna go with this one. But one big issue that I have right now is I gotta take a piss like real bad. But last time I had a run like this, I pretty much played lights out better than I normally do. So I'm kind of contemplating on whether or not to go pee, or either pee or play like the best round of my life. So kind of conflating two different things, but we're gonna throw the Firebird, and maybe on this back nine we're probably gonna go take a leak or something. Oh, that's bad. That was super terrible. I think I'm gonna try to stay low on this one and try to power through it. But right here, and so I can adjust this a little bit. Yeah, right here, still only 6 holes in, so there's no reason to like kind of push the issue. There's a truck coming, so we'll give it a little minute. But like I was saying, there's no real reason to like push the issue here and try to make this bad boy. We are on like a little slanted of a hill, and I do pull with some hyzers, so if it hits, we might have a higher chance of rolling. But I think just getting it up there and scoring on the back part of the 9 or even halfway through this round seems pretty logical to me. Yeah, I gave it like a soft little half bid, but probably didn't have the distance to actually get over there. Here we go, hole 6. Got a couple spectators right here, but going with both the buzz. That'll be a putt. You know, having a little bit of a crowd makes you a little nervous. That's why I kind of pulled both those shots a little right, but the first one ended up working out. Continuing that birdie streak. Not really a birdie streak, but hold up. Let me adjust myself right here. Not really doing too much. I want to get a couple of these guys shots, or at least want y'all to see the spectators that we had. They're back over there. But like I was saying, I mean, if they're watching, some good buddies of mine. You got Tim, and then some other guys. I don't really remember their names, but I remember Tim. Played with Tim a little bit, you know, whenever the sun goes down a little bit later. Played some minis with him. But those guys, I like to call them like but just I like to call them the construction disc golfers, because I've seen a couple of them on some job sites as well, which I pretty much do install granite with my dad. So work for a lot of different construction people. So I've seen 2 guys that I play disc golf with. That's pretty much it. But pretty much I got off on a slight little tangent. Playing in front of people is a little bit scary, because 1, you don't know how you're playing. Plus 2, I have the camera set up right there, so I don't want to look bad in front of the camera or in front of the, you know, random spectators. So that just added a little bit of pressure, but maybe pressure is what we needed. We ended up getting the birdie, and now we're on hole 8. I could play from the short pad, but I'm gonna play from the long pad right here. Just a lot funner of a shot. Alrighty, hole 8, 288 feet. Sorry for all the close-ups too, because I forgot, or one thing that you're probably gonna see in the close-ups a lot, if not 1, the gum, and then 2 is me licking my lips. I didn't have my chapstick in my car this morning, so that was like one of the first things I looked for, especially grabbing my camera. I was like, oh man, my lips are a little bit chapped, especially because it's a little bit colder right now. But we're gonna have a long break for now until the next video that y'all possibly will see, and hopefully we can find some chapstick from now until then. But we got 3 different discs. We're gonna go right here. We got no wind, so I think the detour is probably gonna be the best one for this shot. But the basket's in between this little gap right here and then going up left. It is uphill, so let's see if we can get this bird right here. Shout out Brady Productions, and shout out to whoever crossed out my name, my number, and then everything else on the back. Shout out to you, man. Found this bad boy at Play It Again Sports. That wasn't good. It was a little bit too high, but I think we might have a putt either way. Maybe now it's time to actually start pushing the issue. Gotta see if we can make this one. Let's go, baby. That was an awkward little spin putt for me, but able to get it in there. Alrighty, hole 9. Don't know how far it is. They did move the long basket just left up the hill from the short basket. But man, I just took a leak and I was just thinking about something like, what do y'all think disc golf at like the professional level is? I think it's just like an all-out sprint to see who can get the highest score, or do you think there's some pros that like treat it as like, you know, 1 through 5 as like warm-up holes, like slowly trying to get momentum, and then from like then on it's a sprint? Or do y'all think there's some pros that play like the whole front 9 methodically, and if they need to play the back 9 aggressive, they do that? I don't know, something to think about. Right now I feel like I'm just doing, you know, whatever I can just to get around the basket, and once I get around there, if the putts are going in, they're going in. I kind of see this one, I just don't know what to do right here. There's like no like one direct line, but we're probably gonna go with the Bobcat. Alright, I would have parked the short basket, but then I rode all the way like 100 feet down the hill. I just don't know what to do right here. I think from now on, the play is throw something super overstable at the short basket and pray for a little skip up to the long basket. I think trying to go over everything could result in some either terrible kicks or some smackdowns by the trees. But I mean, it ain't too bad right here. I'm just gonna forehand something up there. Just give us a nice little easy tap in par. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to run that just a little bit, just didn't throw it high enough. That's easy little tap in though. Let's get on to hole 10. Alrighty, hole 10, par 3, 258 feet. Another like little slight thing that I'm noticing about the forehand is that I like the nice little forehand upshots, but the only thing is that I'm getting a little bit too comfortable at putting the disc right at the basket. So I don't know, sooner or later that's gonna, you know, put us in a bad predicament. But I mean, if I could start hitting basket a lot more often, hey, that's something I'm willing to, you know, trade out. I'm going with the Hellfire here, putting out to the left side. Want like a nice big skip off to the right side. Thank God for the overstability there. That thing just knifed into the ground. We're so close. We're right there from hitting metal. I think if I ever got this ace, this would be like more like a surprise ace. But I feel like this would be like the one that I could possibly do the easiest, because it'd be like an accidental skip to go in here. I mean, the Firebird, the blue one, was a little bit short. I actually just threw it over here. It was somewhere back over there. And this Champ Firebird was on track. It's just a little bit short as well. But the Hellfire is the longest one from here, so we got to make the putt. Oh, that is so dirty. What the heck, man? I don't know. There's just something about that. Like, normally what I would do in like a normal casual round, I would count that as long as I made the second one. I'm not gonna hold that standard to here, but that was a filthy spit out, man. That thing worked its way from right to left, just a little bit too high, and came right back out. I need them to approve some like great baskets, man, because these are soft plastic putters as well. There's no reason why they should be spitting out like that. Hole 11, there's so much you could do with that. That just goes in the mine and out the mine. There's nothing much more I could learn from that. Just terrible design from the basket. I'll be out for my revenge though for it. I think it's because I threw too many discs at it. It just spat out. It was like, you think you're gonna ace me? Never. But you gotta accept it, man. That's my fault. You know, I'll take the blame on that one. So the next time, hopefully it catches it. But either way, you got a nice little forehand line right here. You're gonna go with the Champ Firebird, put it up in the air, see if I can just get it to crash near the basket. That's not the basket right there. We're going to the reds all day today. Ooh, flashed another basket. We went just over it, so hopefully that hillside, because there is some divots in it, but if we caught like a nice little flat land, we're gonna have a nice little skip off like very far away from the basket. So hopefully that's what happened, and we don't have a nice easy little putt, because from right now I feel like I can make pretty much everything as long as the baskets catch everything. Alright, don't know how the camera's looking from right there, but we got a big crazy tree obstructing us. We're right here flipping the disc. Don't know how we're gonna make this. Oh boy, I don't want to step right anywhere. I think just a little lofty bid, go over this tree, put it right there in the basket. This is a Simon Lizotte like dad putt you gotta kind of equip, have it in the back pocket in your arsenal, just in case you need to whip it out every now and again. Didn't think it was gonna be as straight as that. Yeah, we can't do that. I think I would've been better off throwing like a forehand at it. Alrighty, hole 12, par 4, and we kind of need to lock in. We only need 4 more birdies to make it into double digits and to prove to the family, you know, we're not a failure. So we're gonna see if we get one right here. Had a tough little line on the last hole. This one should be an easy par 4 to get. Pretty much blasted that as far as we can. Got right, so all we need to do is just tap in or throw up a nice little easy upshot and then tap in our bird right here. Sorry for the close-up, man. There we are. Golly, I think I'm gonna start putting my hair in a bun. This freaking backpack keeps on hooking onto it, but I mean that's neither here nor there. Let's get to the upshot. These are the upshots that you kind of confuse yourself, especially if you throw forehand and backhand, because you got like a nice easy big open gap for the backhand, but for some reason I feel like a forehand could fit. We could fit like a nice little turnover into that same gap and hit it more times than not. I think just going with the overstable backhand is probably the smartest thing to do right here. Brought the Luna, but I don't think I'll need it. That's what happens if you listen to your brain and not your brain, or not your head. You feel me? If you know, you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Alrighty, hole 13, par 3. Easy chip, little forehand, but yeah, kind of just rocking out right now. Not playing too bad, can't be mad at anything really, but we got some people kind of just creeping up on us. You know, that spectators that we had a long time ago, they're kind of catching up a little bit, so we got to kind of speed things up, get more birdies than not birdies, and finish out this round, hopefully double digits. We're inching our way closer. That was a birdie that on the last hole. You're gonna see if we get one right here. I need to get that on hyzer and low instead of trying to flex it. I was just thinking, do y'all think the verbiage in disc golf is kind of weird? Like how we call things like on hyzer, anhyzer, flippy. Flippy makes sense. Overstable, understable. I guess kind of makes sense. Stable. I have no clue honestly, but I don't know the terms for disc golf, for regular golf either, or ball golf. So I don't know what kind of changes could be made. I don't think there is any changes. I think whatever is gonna be how it is. I'm not gonna be the one out here making up different rules. Like I'm gonna put this on a turn angle, or I'm gonna put this on an angle to go left. That could just be using too many words. We got a nice little scramble right here. Going with the Luna. That sucked. Man, we're gonna have a putt right there, but I was actually trying to get that one to go in. These are the ones we need if we're gonna try and go something free right here. Not gonna say it right now because there's a chance we could get it right here, but we're trying to accomplish one big thing here. This will set us back a little bit. We're still on track. I'm not gonna speak anything of it. We're just gonna let the gameplay kind of roll through. Alrighty, I don't know what hole this is. Hole 14, gonna just try to get this bad boy up there. We'll kind of try to get a spike hyzer up there. I think just flipping something up, letting it go straight and then hyzer out is probably the play right here. Now I think we might go with the buzz, our big Z buzz at that. Oh yeah, that is pretty much, that looked like it's gonna be pretty much parked. I didn't think we're gonna get that clean over there, but I mean, as you've seen that, I'm gonna start talking like this, man. I just feel more comfortable like picking y'all up, you feel me? Oh snap, not zooming in on y'all. Picking up, yeah, just picking y'all up, man, and just holding y'all there and just walking with y'all, feel me? Or y'all walking with me, I don't know what it is, but feels more up and personal right now. But yeah, I was just planning on that, just a hyzer flip, push straight and then hyzer out. But that buzz is just a little bit more on the overstable side, or not overstable, but straighter side. I'll say that, it's stable. It's gonna hold the angle, whichever angle you put it on. So just a little bit of hyzer is not gonna flip it up, but it's just gonna ride it the entire way. But either way, walking up to the lie, let's see if we get this birdie. We need to capitalize on this. Y'all let me know in the comment section, are Z-line buzzes more stable than a big Z buzz, or is the big Z buzz on the more overstable side? I'm looking for something that might have just a little bit more hookup than this right now. I'm just looking for like a rock replacement, honestly. So I got these two buzzes, and I like the way this one flies, but in the headwind I kind of want a buzz that is gonna hold up a little bit more in the wind. So y'all let me know if a Z buzz is a little bit more stable than the regular big Z buzz. We're on hole 15. Pretty scary hole, not for the fact of anything about the hole, besides once you go to the pin, it is a little bit colder now, but the sun's out and it doesn't feel too bad. So I wonder if the wasps are still gonna be over there near the basket. That's the only scary part about this hole. But we got no wind, so I'm gonna try to put this on just hyzer the entire way over there. If that were to spike into the ground and then get like a nice little roll towards the basket, I believe that could be good. I thought it was gonna kind of hover over a little bit left, a little bit more, but it is what it is. I'm not honestly mad about what that actually accomplished. I think out of all the holes in Lubbock, this is probably the most deceiving one. You know what? I didn't even play short to long here. I'll play long to long. I don't really want to go back and play the short to long, but that would make the most sense. Huh. We're just gonna rock out how it is right now. Forget it, man. It is what it is at this point. Put myself up for failure. This could have been one of my better rounds. And I went and played the long hole, the long pad on this hole. We got a putt right here, but also another thing I was gonna say is that this hole is like really deceiving from the long pad, just for the fact that I thought I made it actually into this thing. And one of the biggest fears I have is going long on this hole, but I think it's already been like 5 or 6 months and I haven't went long yet. So I think it's time to put a little bit more power into these stows on this hole. And that's what I get. A little short arm for a dumb guy. I think one of the biggest things about today, and also a big thing about just being nicotine free, is that I'm just able to lock in a little bit more. But I think I'm locking in too much on playing the actual round. I'm just basically like going into like different pad locations just off of what is it called? Like muscle memory. Because it ain't often that I play the short to long layout. Alrighty, hole 16, par 3. We need to get at least 2 of the next 3, for sure, for sure. And hole 18 is the easy par 4. But this one, the short pad is like not that great, so nobody really plays it. So typically I play this hole from the normal tee box. I gotta remember to talk about that instead of just trying to go to the thing that, you know, we're trying to just, I just need to start talking about the tee placement instead of just going all willy-nilly thinking I know what I'm doing. Red basket's just right there, pretty much straightforward. Gonna go forehand. I've been liking the forehand play a lot better than the backhand play here. The disc just doesn't stay in the air for as long with the forehand. And also that's why we throw the jawbreaker, because it just sticks wherever it lands. Alrighty, I did it again, Justin speaking. We're not playing 18 from the long pad, so it's still gonna be a par 3. So we got 3 more par 3s, or we got 2 more par 3s after this one. That was my fault, that was my bad. I thought we had, you know, a guaranteed Brady locked in, but we don't. We gotta work hard for everything out here. Oh boy, golly, that thing barely caught. Too focused on spinning the disc. I need to worry about popping it instead of spinning it. I'm getting that nasty little habit again. At least now we're at the point where we could diagnose it and not just, you know, keep doing it and not know what's going on. That's what I can say I'm happy for. Alrighty, so we need 1 of these next 2 to hit double digits. Doesn't seem too complicated. This is the shorter of the 2. The next one is not too bad, but it is like trees blocking the entry into the basket. So I'd much rather get this one than having to get the next one. Sitting at 9 under. Nice little easy forehand right here. And this is the short pad. I don't know when's the last time I actually saw this pad placement. Oh snap, we got a spider on the tee box. I don't know if it's a leaping spider, but I'm not trying to find out either. But either way, came off the bag, came off the tee box. Going with the Bobcat here. Nice little high style forehand. Yeah, that'll do. I was trying to work that a little bit more right, but I threw it way too nose up. So as soon as it started hyzering back or getting a little bit stable, it just fell to the ground. All right, this is the putt for 10 under right here. Oh boy. All right, we're at the goal, man. We're at the goal, or we're not at the goal, but we're playing pretty lights out right now. We're at the double digit mark. The biggest thing, don't blow it on the last hole. So we gotta keep in mind, but maybe we could get 1 more into the double digits with maybe an 11 under, which will probably be the best round. It will be the best round I've ever shot out here, but it'll be the best round pretty much of everything out here and on this channel. Alrighty, so just getting on to this hole, like I'm honestly just impressed about what we did today. Like this is probably my second like double digit under par round. I've only had one other one, and that was at LCU, and we shot a 14 under, which in itself pretty impressive, but I wouldn't say it's as impressive as the double digit today. The only factor that I would say that this one has more relevance is that I had more chances to get more pars than birdies. Over there, there's plenty of chances to get birdies at LCU. There's just too many par 4s to not, you know, get. Like, I'm pretty sure you just need to get all the par 4s, and there's also a couple eagle shots as well that you need to get, and you could birdie like 3, maybe 4 holes and still shoot double digits under par. So it ain't as impressive to do that over there. I think the next course to actually try to get double digits on is at May Simmons, Big Mac, and yeah, would have pretty much got double digits at every single course, but I'm gonna try to do double digits on every single layout out here at Mackenzie Park. That will be pretty impressive. But we just ended off with a high note. Can't mess it up today. Going with the Color Glow Champion Orc. Basket just down there. We just need to get in between those 2 trees and we should be home free. Don't know if we'll actually have a putt right there, but anywhere near the basket will be a-okay with me, as long as we didn't kick over into the dirty swamp area. Oh baby, this is for 11 right here. Oh snap. Woo! Don't know if we'll be back here again, so we gotta make the most of this. 11 under will be great. But also, main thing, just don't mess up the 10 under. Let's go. That felt so pure, dude. Oh. Man, had no other choice but to jump for joy right there. Golly, man, that seemed... I didn't know how long it was gonna take us, honestly, to shoot a double digit or even a perfect round. Not even a perfect round, but like a perfect 9 on this channel. But, gonna solidify it right now. This is one of my more impressive, like, just rounds in total. Look at that. I don't know how much you can see of that, but we ended up getting 6 birdies on the front 9 and then 5 birdies on the back 9, and we had a spit out, and we also played the wrong hole on one of them. So just all that stuff that just added up is pretty impressive in its own. I can't even lie. I'm like, I don't know what to say, dog. It's a great day, man. It's a good day. That's all I can say. We're gonna have plenty of great days going into 2025. This is like a good, you know, way to start off that season, because I didn't know whenever I wanted to start a brand new season, or like, not brand new season, but like whenever I'm just like really uploading and trying to just dedicate everything into uploading. But I think this is a nice way to kind of just get into it, you know what I'm saying? Getting right into the 2025 season. A lot of times people like to just set up their goals and do them on the 1st of January. That's not how that stuff works, man. You need to do that. You need to start getting into a habit 2 to 3 weeks before New Year's even happens, and then start the new year by doing that. So with that being said, we're gonna try to grind out up until New Year's, and then 2025 is gonna be a brand new season, man. Can't wait to get a lot of disc golf going, do a lot of traveling, taking y'all with me on the road, representing Brady Productions, and that's probably gonna be our only sponsor. So shout out to Mythic Disc Golf. Thank y'all for everything that y'all have done so far. But like I said, I don't know if we're gonna be trying to renew our contract with Mythic or what we're gonna be trying to do, but I think just having the freedom of just Brady Productions is gonna be a big game changer. So with that being said, if you're ready for this ride, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.